You're listening to Mad Men Sports, sponsored by Black Button Distilling. To my left, we have Zach with the bucket hat and Diamond Dave. Diamond Dave.
We've done it. We've done it.
Clinched.
We done it.
10 wins.
Come on. That was
Worst we can do.
We
is
have
the 5
2
seed.
relaxing weeks ahead of us.
Worst we can do is the 5 seed, boys.
God, that was a great game.
Oh,
Hey,
Exciting.
Steelers
through and
fans,
through.
talking shit still?
Hey.
Talking a lot of smack on
There
Twitter.
was
a lot of smack on our comment section. Where are you now, bud, eh?
Yeah, there was a lot of
I
conversation.
thought Duck Hodges was good, guys. 4 picks.
Yeah, that sucks. And only 1 sack on Allen, too.
Our friend Wes here is our new stat guy. I'm kidding. Stand-in.
Stay
Let
off
us
camera.
know
Stay off
they
camera.
had 1 sack today.
God.
They averaged 4 a game going into today. That offensive line, drastic improvement compared to last week. You guys agree, disagree?
Oh, definitely. I mean, they kind of picked up the slack. Baltimore was definitely a rough game for that offensive line, but against a
picked it
really good defense, we stood our own.
I don't remember the question. I'm too excited. We're in the playoffs.
Guys, have the Bills not played anyone yet? Because it's now prime time. The season was on the line. Everything chips in the
And
table.
Steelers were a worthy opponent. They were a
W.
good team. We gave them a hell of a matchup.
Eat it.
Mike Tomlin, utmost respect for you. Hell of a coach. But the Buffalo Bills with Sean McDermott leading the charge is in the mother-loving playoffs.
And let's talk about it. Josh Allen finally hit a deep ball.
Yeah, a good one, too.
Yeah, that was
He
so
went right back to it and almost made a mistake there, yeah?
Yeah. But
the excitement till the end to see who gets the diamond, because it could be Brown.
And we know
Could
who
be.
it is. You guys know
It
who it is.
could be Brown.
We know who it is. Everyone knows who it is.
Sing-
Black Button knows who it is.
Singletary had an up and down game. What do you guys think of that?
yeah, definitely the fumble definitely kind of
They were reaching for that all game.
Listen, that's how this team is the leader in the league in turnovers. They go for the ball first, tackle second. They were punching for the ball. You know, I saw Allen might have got punched in the dick there.
Yeah,
a
he
little
did.
bit.
He did get
You know,
punched in the dick.
One dick punch for a W. I'll take it.
Someone's getting touched.
A soul for a soul. I'll take it, right?
Hell yeah.
That's how you get the soul stone in this world. You take one dick punch, you get a W, you clinch a playoff spot. Punch me in the dick, honestly, if that's all it takes. Next year, not now.
Give me that dick.
Jesus.
That's my brother, guys.
We're
so
excited
listen-
for the win. We're in the mother-loving playoffs.
So a fumble by Singletary. They kind of went to Gore. I mean, I don't want to pick on this drive, but that one drive, we all know what it's talking about. 3 runs to Gore when you play 15. What is that?
So we were watching the game, and the end of the first half was driving me bonkers. The play calling and the time management was just insane. It was stupid. I was
Almost bit him in the ass.
losing
honestly.
my mind. And
Run 3 times in a row.
we came out in the second
In the
half
red
and
zone,
let up a
too.
touchdown, and I wasn't very happy. But then after that, the Bills were flawless. The offense did what they had to do. The defense was shut down. That drive with Shaq and Trent Murphy getting those sacks back to back, defensive drive of the game. I know we got all the interceptions we got, but I'm a big sack guy.
Listen, Allen didn't need to be pretty today. He needed to move the ball and keep the ball in their hands. He only had 1 turnover, which honestly, Cole Beasley's got to catch that
Yeah.
play. I don't care how short you are. You have 2 hands on the football and you get paid $8 million a year to catch that ball. You catch that ball. I think it's $7 million.
Beasley's worst game is a Bill, but
1 catch for 6 yards. Not a great look. Not
he
a great
will
look.
recover from this.
Yeah, I mean, he's been hot as a pistol the last month. This is the game where, you know what, John Brown stepped back up. 7 catches, 99 yards, eclipsed 1,000 this week.
That's what I hear.
2
the guy
games
says.
left, and we got a guy over 1,000 yards for the first time since Sammy Watkins.
And this is the earliest a player has eclipsed 1,000 yards since Lee Evans in 2007.
I'm not, as I said here, I'm not even sure if Sammy Watkins
That's
eclipsed
sad.
1,000 yards.
Sammy
I'll let
Watkins
you know
didn't.
very shortly.
He was like 855.
I think he had
at one point.
987 with Kyle Orton one year. Let's just do a quick stat check because it could have been Stevie Johnson.
Not
which is
just
even
that,
sadder.
but who would have thought that Jordan Phillips going into the season would have
I
nine
think
and a
Sammy
half
Watkins
sacks?
might have had 987 one year, not 1,000.
Not
8.5. 8.5 sacks is pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie.
9.5 sacks for Jordan Phillips is
Yep,
insane.
2015.
1,047. That's what it was. Not 947. 1,047. I was that close. I mean,
You're very
it's crazy
close.
how much the
Rookie
brain
year at
works.
982.
Yeah.
Well,
crazy how the brain
regardless on a guy that used to be on the team, Jordan Phillips. What do you guys think? 9.5 sacks. Who do you thought that with 2 games left?
8.5 sacks, and it's still pretty nuts.
9.5.
It's 8.5. He had 7.5, 9.5.
Yeah,
That's
he had 2
9.5.
sacks tonight. Boom.
Yeah, 9.5. I mean, listen, that game where he got the sack, or obviously the game, the drive where he got the sack towards the end of the game, that's a game winner right there.
Yeah,
You want to look at the Levi Wallace interception, sure, but that Jordan Phillips sack is huge right there.
Yeah, and it's really important too, because I mean, we all saw Jordan Phillips as kind of that cheerleader. He pumps up the crowd, which is very valuable to us. But it's really nice to kind of see Jordan Phillips kill it on the field too.
Sackman gets
Pay
paid.
that man.
Sackman gets paid. I was saying in the beginning of the game, a team is going to pay him a lot of money, and then by the end of the game, when he made that sack, you pay him that money. I don't even care anymore.
Interesting. If you have to choose between him and Shaq Lawson, I think you definitely choose Jordan Phillips, especially with Harrison Phillips coming back.
I will say you need the end pressure. I don't know if you can really get rid of that. You have Harrison Phillips coming up. You know, you have Ed Oliver. You still have at least one more year of Starla Tule because then you have that out in 2 years. It's going to be a congestion, but you clinched the playoffs, a 10-win team for the first time since 1999. You know, we're staring at the Patriots and the Jets left. We really honestly could have a 12-win season for the first time in a long time. Let's go get that, boys.
God.
Everybody at the end of the game was getting a pick, too.
Yeah.
It was open. You get a pick.
Jake,
you get a pick. I think it was
what
back-to-back
was your
Oprah
favorite
picks.
interception today? There was 4 of them to choose
It was
from.
definitely Trey White's when he
was
had that
running it
nice
back?
run. Yeah.
He should have had a touchdown. Would have been nice.
Yeah, but I mean, shit happens. I'll take the interception.
Hey, you set
I'll
him
take
up for
the
a field
yards.
goal, absolutely.
Mine was Levi Wallace because you know what it led to? Victory formation, which is the greatest thing to see on the field.
I like it.
I thought this game was awesome.
Oh, it was. A
It was
fantastic
stressful in the third, up until the third, like the end of the third. For the fourth quarter, the Bills completely controlled it. They couldn't move the ball. Eventually, this duck guy, which he should duck when he's hurt nowadays because he's terrible. He's throwing ducks today.
Game. Yeah.
4
23
interceptions.
completed 23 of 38 passes.
Most passing attempts he's had in his whole career.
And wasn't good. Was not good.
Not a good look, guys.
Yeah, he was just lobbing it up there, and that's how it led to the interceptions. He was just.
Now,
mean,
he
he
was
just said
able to
screw
find
it
a
and
couple
got rid
wide
of the ball.
receivers for some big plays.
Yeah, you did find James Washington.
And I got to be honest, Juju plays, maybe this game's a little different, right? Let's be honest with
I don't know. I mean, White would have been on him, and White did a decent job today.
Yeah, but
White did let up one play.
That does leave James Washington as a pretty good number 2 option.
Yeah,
It does.
This game's probably a little different, but the way that the coverage was today, I don't think it's much different. I think 4 interceptions is no fluke. And you know what? Finally, the Bills' defense started turning those punts into turnovers. They are number 1 in the league, or number 2 in the league in punts. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
They are number 2 in the league in forcing punts. Now, they were able to translate the punts and ending drives into turnovers, which was huge on the primetime stage. Listen, Trey White's going to get paid by the Buffalo Bills one day, and here is the more important part. He was finally saw on a national platform him have a fantastic game. Trey White Goalie Academy, 2 picks. It's all for his man, Carter Hutton.
I'm gonna say it and ask it again. Is he up for defensive MVP? He has to be.
He is tied right now with Stephon Gilmore with the most interceptions in the NFL.
I mean, we might have saw the defensive MVP on the other side of the field today with T.J. Watt, who's actually awesome.
He had a forced fumble, but other than that, where was he today?
But he was probably the best player on the Steelers team today. We have to give credit and a shout-out to Cordy Ford. First 8 games of the year, we were bashing him every single podcast. We weren't happy with him.
You
watched the film today with Collinsworth, who I think is a good commentator. I know a lot of people hate him. I think he's a good commentator. Collinsworth was giving Cody Ford a lot of props, too. Cody Ford is turning out to be a pretty good right tackle. Not as good as Deion Dawkins yet, but he doesn't have to be.
Did you guys shit your pants when Trey White?
No,
I shit my pants all the time, guys.
When Trey White went down? That was pretty scary.
I was nervous, but he didn't look like he was actually hurt. He got up. I think he went back down to stop the clock. Listen, he's not a hitter. He made a great hit on that play. You know, it's a stinger, and we move on. You know what I mean?
And you got to be happy that John Feliciano was only cramping up. It wasn't
That
anything
one
serious.
scared me. That one scared me because down the stretch here, playoff games, you have to
your
start
right
running
guard.
the ball.
Spencer
Spencer
Long
Long played well.
stepped right in and played well, though. I think.
Yeah, but I think we're at the point where Feliciano is turning out to be the best offensive lineman we have.
Yeah,
he's just
absolutely.
an
And you're a
absolute
big
stud.
fan of Dawkins, as you should be. But
I have my reasons.
honestly, this team is made up of Feliciano, Jordan Phillips, John Brown. I mean, we could throw Cole Beasley. Tyler Croft had a
Talk
touchdown
about our
today.
safeties.
Great free
Listen to
agency
this.
period.
Those are all guys picked up in free agency that other teams were casting off on. Sean McDermott has been able to bring them in. Brandon Beane has brought them into Buffalo. Rebirthed their career. Now we're talking about a guy with 9.5 sacks at the defensive tackle position where we're going to have to find money for somewhere. That's a guy that Miami cut bait with halfway through the season last year, and we were smart enough to pick him up. He's a former second-round pick that couldn't find any playing time in Miami. Here he is, gobbling it up. Great game.
beautiful.
Also,
Beautiful.
I mean, Dave wants to talk about the safeties. Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer. I trust this team going into free agency next year with $90 million in cap space to go get more gems like that. You know, speaking of gems, let's do the Diamond Dave. Diamond in the rough.
Well,
Diamond.
before we do that, I want to give a 10 out of 10 to that interception celebration that Boyer had today.
Oh, the soccer one, right?
10 out of 10 celebration. Nice work.
Beautiful. I'll see if I can find that.
Diamond in the rough. All game was actually hard.
Screaming in the mic.
I actually didn't know what to do because I really wanted to give it. I thought it was going to be another boring thing where Singletary got it because no one was stepping up till the second half.
10-4.
And then White did his thing, and then after his
4.
injury, I felt like he was done for the day. And then Jordan Phillips came out of nowhere. I'm not giving him the diamond because I felt like he had a garbage time sack at the end of the game.
Notable mention.
Even though it was very good sack. John Brown, what do you think of him? He's not getting it, but
He had a great game. 7 catches,
good
99
game.
yards.
Trey White is your diamond in the rough, not just your first diamond.
That might have been
Not just your
suspenseful.
second.
I don't know.
Third
Are you
diamond.
surprised?
Third diamond in the rough for Trey White. Trey Day has arrived. We need to start our
White
MVP.
goalie.
We need to start our defensive MVP candidate because he is up there.
I thought he almost had 3 interceptions. I would have wanted Trey for Trey. That would have been a moment right there.
Let me know what you guys think. There's no debate. Trey White's the diamond in the rough. He might be getting defensive player of the week.
I've never been happier for a guy
1000%.
to perform on the national stage because there's so much that goes into it. He's the guy that replaced Stephon Gilmore. And while Stephon Gilmore's getting all the clout, all the recognition now, Trey White had the task of stepping in and replacing him as the starting cornerback in this defense. You know, he was the cornerstone of the McDermott, era, honestly. And Stephon Gilmore's biggest gripe when he was leaving this team was that he never got to play for his family, never got a primetime game. Well, you want to know what? Trey White came here, started this whole revolution for the Buffalo Bills, and now they were given. It wasn't even they were scheduled. They were given. They took it away from Los Angeles and gave it right to Buffalo. Think about that, guys. A primetime game was taken out of Los Angeles, the second biggest market in the country, and given to a Pittsburgh Buffalo game. That's a Rust Belt win right there, boys. And not even that, he got the primetime slot and didn't squander it because there's guys, that come to Buffalo, never got the chance, and he lit it up. He showed out. He replaced Stephon Gilmore and honestly shined in places where we probably wouldn't have seen Stephon Gilmore shine here.
Yeah, and something is underrated that not a lot of people care about. I'm interested to see what the ratings are tonight. The last time the Bills were on primetime Thanksgiving touch thing, we
32
broke
million.
records, right?
I
Yes,
think 32 million.
Biggest
Tonight,
Thanksgiving game in 27
I
years.
really believe we could break records because not only was it 2 meaningful teams playing, it was also a hell of a football game. So I'm interested, and it's got a bunch of all-star players out there. A lot of players for the Bills are going to start being household names, probably like Josh Allen, Trey White, and you could probably throw in John Brown in there. There's a lot of players.
John Brown's probably definitely a pro.
People are going to start talking about at their home. Pro Bowl nominations come out Tuesday, actually, so that's actually a little something fun that we could talk about Wednesday. So I'm excited to see what the TV ratings are because I really believe the Bills have potential of making more records here, which will make next year's schedule a lot more exciting because obviously it's going to be taking notice.
You want to know what's interesting? We see the stats from the Thanksgiving game. When the Sabres stats come out from NBC, Buffalo's always at number 1 for Stanley Cup and stuff like this. Buffalo watches TV. Like, they support their teams.
We like
they
TV.
watch their sports. There will be no surprises when we see Buffalo at the top of the market. This is a great win for Buffalo around. We're going to the airport. We're going to be celebrating.
Exclusive. People can know.
They
Yeah,
can know.
why not?
Go to the airport when you see this tomorrow morning. I don't know. They're already going to know. We're going to see it on Instagram.
Sorry, I can't get it up.
Exactly, right? But, this is going to be awesome. It's a celebration in Buffalo. This is what we've been waiting for. And I said something to Jake. We walked outside to grab some things. And I said something to Jake. I said, this feels totally different than 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I felt like we got a monkey off of our back. It was something that we needed to do. This year, I feel unfulfilled. I can't just get a playoff berth. I need to go to Houston and win. I want to challenge, a bye week team in round 2. I need something out of this playoff run, and it's ahead of schedule. I know. We all know. This is ahead of schedule for the Bills. Do something with it, though. This coach knows what he's doing. I trust Sean McDermott to the moon and back at this point, and I've dogged him. I've dogged him before.
You have.
I've dogged him, but I trust him now. You know what? I'm not big on Josh Allen. I'm still not sold on him. I know people think that's crazy that I'm not sold on him, but I still need to see more out of his passing game, and sue me, okay? but I trust him to make plays when he needs to. That Tyler Kroft touchdown was needed. That was a game-winning touchdown. The game was on the line there. You can't walk away from that possession with 3 points on third down. You can't walk away from that possession with 3 points. He made that throw, and it was a throw that no one thought he could ever make in the draft process. Everyone dogged him on. It was a shoulder throw to Kroft in the corner of the end zone. It was like a 25-yarder, I think. It was a great pass. John Brown had a great catch. This team is putting it together, gaining trust within the organization, gaining trust of the fans to the point where we're probably going to, I think worst-case scenario is 11 wins this year. Tell me I'm not crazy on that one.
Well, we still have something that other teams don't have, and that's the injury bug. We haven't had that yet, knock on wood. We haven't had many injuries yet at all, and teams like Houston, Kansas City, even New England, they're all riddled with injuries every single week. They get bit with them. So that brings me to my point. Play against New England, win or lose, it's a game you can relax with. And if you do lose, then make the Jets game as boring as possible. Who gives a shit? Relax your players. When was the last time we were able to just sit our starters?
Go get the division, guys. Beat the Patriots.
Unfortunately,
go beat the Jets.
It's not really in our hands. But
tie them. Don't let them sit easily. Make that Miami game matter to them. Don't let them coast in the playoffs.
I'm not saying don't get the division. I'm saying if
one
you don't
game
get
at a
it,
time
it's not
here.
the end of the
Focus
world.
on the
We
Patriots.
got the monkey off our back, like Zach said. Relax a little bit. It's a fun time to, if you don't play well against the Patriots, sit the guys. Let them relax. Don't get anybody hurt. Let's start playing this safe. Let's go out there and grab the brass ring and get more than just a playoff win. Let's get 2 playoff wins, and maybe next year get 3. Let's just start building a dynasty here.
Diamond Dave.
Do it.
Just so you know, before the start of the season, we kind of came up with our predictions. Do you know that you predicted that the Bills were going to go 9-7?
How long were you sitting on that tonight for?
Oh, all night.
He's been sitting on it for 16 weeks.
10-6, 11-5.
I said 10-6.
I think so.
I think I was in
It's
like
on
the
our
12 range.
Instagram.
I think I was in the 12 range.
Well,
that was very high. I thought they would beat the Browns and the Eagles.
Well, I mean, if you look back at what I did say, I did probably
You also said John Brown sucks.
I probably said that, and that's what I'm saying.
Bad
John
preseason
Brown,
game.
Beasley, they've all exceeded my expectations. I also expected McCoy to be on the team, so Singletary has exceeded my expectation there.
Singletary's been awesome.
And
this
I
year.
knew our defense was going to outshine this year. So, listen, I would have been happy with 9-7. I'm ecstatic with what we have right now.
Do you know what the coolest part about this game is? The playoffs are locked in. There's no in the hunt. There's no what's going on, whatever. And there's still 2 regular season games left.
Exactly what I was saying.
How long has that been? We can. I mean, it's not like they can't relax. Let the players, play every week. Don't lose any fire you have. But we can relax. We were beating them up after a win against the Redskins. I mean, we weren't happy with anything that they were doing for the longest time. We didn't doubt them, but we were so scared of them being the same old Bills that kind of pissed it away, lost it. Some things happened, But this team held tough. They made 2 turnovers in the last 2 minutes of the game. Last 3 minutes of the game. They had 2 turnovers.
People were talking about on Twitter how our defense is cute. We don't get turnovers.
Yeah.
4 picks.
Honestly, there's so much stuff we have to
4
rummage
sacks.
through and just say,
Honestly,
where you going, bud?
I could care less about turnovers. I love me some sacks. I could take sacks all day.
You probably could. I agree with that 100%. You're a known sack taker. So I say the picks are way more important. The defense as a unit showed up on primetime and really showed out. Now, guys, I hate to have to cut this podcast short.
Jake, take
We're
us home.
celebrating. We're going to the airport. We're sending our team home. We're popping bubbly.
Some bubbly.
Stop shaking
chill
that,
out.
please. That's not bubbly. That's,
No.
That's
Chill,
Black
chill,
Button
chill.
Bourbon Cream, which you can find at any of your local liquor stores.
That was the segue.
I'm terrified.
We are not sponsored by
Sack
Subway.
taker.
However, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Jake posted a weird video of me that I wasn't sure if he was recording, but it was cool. Got a little traction. A lot of views. It's fine.
600 views.
Can I give a fun
far.
fact about the
Facebook.
video? Can I give a little something about the video?
No.
We posted it after Kroft's
shut the
touchdown.
fuck
We
up.
thought it was over.
No, it was after Poyer's interception.
We started shitting some pants over here because
They got the ball back.
they had the
with
ball
minute
back
30.
with
Delete,
a
delete,
minute,
delete,
a minute
delete,
30
delete.
left.
And I was
there
like,
was a lot of sweating, a lot of swearing in the room.
Delete.
It was not very G-rated.
I thought I was going to become a meme. But anyways, we clinched. And that's what matters. Buffalo Bills fans, relax. We'll be back on Thursday morning.
Enjoy your Monday at work because it should be a fun one. You've earned it.
All-time high. You want to know what almost made it higher if the Patriots lost, but we can take care of the Patriots on Saturday at 4:30. We'll be on the podcast Wednesday morning.
Or
Thursday morning, excuse me. Actually,
with a lot of fun stuff to talk
guys,
about.
let's talk about this right now. Should we do Tuesday night because the game's moved up a day?
I think we should stick to Wednesday.
And with Pro Bowl announcements. It depends.
Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Let's do Tuesday night. We'll be up on Wednesday morning, boys.
Holy
and
shit.
girls. Cause
you got a free night Wednesday. All right, yeah, we'll see you Tuesday.
We'll see you Wednesday morning, guys. Take care. Welcome to the madness. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, LinkedIn, and Google+. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment below of what your favorite moment of tonight was. Who was your Diamond Dave? Take care, boys and girls. Stay mad.